they're really that bad in twos. I think they're still pretty good. Staple weapon. It just matters. Like, it's less of the because I feel like before BCX 2022, it was like if you aren't picking gauntlets and doubles, you're trolling. And now it's like, well, are you good at gauntlets? That's like what I feel like has gone. The mood has changed going into 2023. And if you are good at them, then you should keep picking them.
Because it's one of those weapons where it's like, as long as gauntlets can take you off stage and delete your stock, like, it's always going to be solid. Oh my gosh, and then drop kick left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Oh,
to the right again. All right, here we go. I'm ready for that fifth. Oh, the recovery. See, that's a huge change from like launch to now with the boots, is that recovery was probably as egregious as sword recovery, and now you need a ton of damage with boots recovery to knockout. I almost feel like it's like equal to unarmed recovery with how much it doesn't knock out. The only thing that it has over that is that you travel really high with it, but the last hit's just not that strong.
Yes. Thankfully.
And there goes the knockout. Yeah, like when it comes to the D-light, you're not like playing sword where you have two options. You're really just side airing them off of that downlight unless you catch them super high in the sky.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you go for like that falling neutral air, scoop them up, you know, go for something like that, but
oh, he got him off the bounce as well. I was like, that down stick was way too early, Jerry. Just kidding. Side air came in the last second and hit him in the final swing of that attack. And the blue team ends up evening things up pretty quickly here against Keith and Tiger, where Keith had a really strong start, basically just flying across the stage with that green energy, side stigging left and right into the down stick for those knockouts. Nice punish here. Tiger picks up the bow, and he just goes over a down stick, body slams everybody on the screen.
Yeah, that down sig is so good. That frog splash, just absolutely one of the best sigs in the game, I think, especially off stage.
I actually feel like that's a hot take.
I don't think so. I think it's. I think the more egregious one is probably the boots down sig, where he like scoops and sends you back. That one seems to be the, you know, it's like more to Scythe down sig.
I feel like on like a tier list of Tesca signatures, the down sig on gauntlets is like bottom 2.
No way.
Really?
No way.
Really?
No shot.
Wow. Maybe for doubles. I don't know. I don't see it being utilized very often.
That's fair.
What I'm thinking.
That's
fair.
I
I'm biased based off of my like casting validation, but we'll have to see a little bit more of it because I do think it is good. But it's just very niche. Nice double knockout coming out from Thotot there with that with Stavoni, evening things up pretty quickly. And now it's just a matter of who goes down first. I think if Tiger's able to hold on, actually I really don't know because we haven't seen. I guess the only person that's proven themselves in the 1v2 was Thotot, right? So that's the only player where I'm kind of like, all right, well, if you're stuck in the 1v2, maybe there's a chance. Keith and Tiger haven't really put themselves in that position. Nutrisa comes through and it's really close. Nice team combo. Thotot loves landing those team combos with the neutral signature there. Jerryk goes the opposite direction, and Keith really starts flying with the boots there.
Yeah, we've seen, I was like, it's been a little while since we've seen some Tesca sigs, but there they come. These drop kicks are in full effect here. And this is going to be a close one. Everyone's kind of in the KO ranges except for Jerryk. He has a little bit more wiggle room. And that Sayer should be enough. Tiger manages to find one into the combo of the drop kick. Almost has enough juice on it outright. And then another D-Light Sayer to close it out. So that's pretty clean coming out from Jerryk and KeiththePooPoo.
Yeah, Keith with the 679 damage as well. Really high damaging on the Tesca. And just an explosive player in general there where you kind of talked about it. The playstyle of Keith changed dramatically from stock 1 to stock 2 to stock 3, where it was like tons of signatures, almost an entire Y-attack playstyle. Into game 3 was a little bit more refined. The signatures came after follow-ups, and there, excellent play. Tiger covers the ledge with the downlight, and Keith covering his back in case he messes up or in case the opponent gets something on him, catches him off guard. He was there to hold on to the stage and get the counter hit if need be. They win game number 1. Pretty close, though. It was if Jerryk or Thotot didn't go down as early as he did, I feel like that could have gone either way.
Yeah, definitely not a free game by any means. And we can see going into game 2, if the blue team is able to adjust, I definitely think, oh, he got the recovery there. Okay, yeah, nice retaliatory nair to make it back to the stage coming out from Jerryk there. But I'm curious to see if we're going to see more SIGs coming out from KeiththePooPoo. I mean, we did see a fair amount of side SIGs coming out in the beginning of that last game, but we actually have gauntlets here in hand. I'm going to see if he swaps. No, he's going to keep them. He likes the gauntlets right now.
Ooh, cider hits as well. Jerryk gets hit by that ground pound super quick coming out from Keith. And that Cider catches Thought out of a few jumps. I think, okay, that weapon throw almost catches Thought up, but I'm surprised Keith didn't try to challenge that.
Yeah, I thought we might have seen a D-like ground pound there, unarmed.
But I guess Thought I had probably one more resource than I thought he did. And Keith noticed that, so he retreated.
Okay.
They're also in a position now where, like, Jerryk, pretty vulnerable. Can he make it around? He gets hit by one boot snare. The neutral stick doesn't quite catch. Thought out finding himself unarmed a ton, and that gravity cancel silo is fantastic coming out from Keith. Oh. Side six straight through Tiger, and he just keeps barreling through. He's trying to get as many hits on the Thought out as possible. Can they both make it back?
Oh, tries to use the gravity. He should have another dodge here. Oh, but it gets hit again. Yeah. I like it because sometimes, you know, you go for that early gravity cancel just so you know that even if you get hit, you'll have a dodge back in time, but not there.
All right, I'm ready to see another body slam. We'll see the down.
No, same. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, it would be pretty good to throw that down sig out right now.
I don't know, when Keith's got the gauntlets, I feel like he, oh, well, that was a good alley-oop there. He tries to go over the side sig again, and the active input on that means if you choose to use it, you can throw them forward or backward. So as long as you're catching your opponent, it doesn't really matter how you catch them. There's not too many, like, in terms of traditional fighters, there's not really like a grappler archetype in Brawlhalla. I feel like Teska comes the closest to that.
Yeah, I would agree.
His signatures work. Yes. Especially with like boots down sig, gauntlet side sig, being able to choose that left or right off of the grab. Like, I actually feel like I'm like, okay, this character's got a grab.
And it makes a lot of difference when it comes to team combos in the 2 space as well, because you always have the option of, do I think this is going to KO? If the answer is no, I can just pass back to my teammate.
Right. That's a great point as well. And that's like a benefit of the grappler archetype, right? And oh, that gravity cancel doesn't touch. I don't really understand. What? I wonder if it was because he wasn't holding left. Okay, Jerryk goes down. That's 4 stocks to 1. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it wasn't like the game state was so close that was going to make or break the outcome
not by
of this
a long
game.
shot.
There's the down sig doing what you kind of talked about, where it's like what makes that move powerful is that if you gravity cancel or even just like slide charge it a little bit, you go further down than where you would land on the stage with a splash, and you can cover the whole wall. And it sort of encouraged Thotot to just not feel safe to drift close enough to even get the wall touch.
And that's the other thing, too, is like...
We're going to see this neutral stick here.
Oh, yeah, I am so curious.
Because I thought you ride up the side of the stage here. That's what we're thinking, right? Rides up the side of the stage.
Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
We're really going to move on after that one.
I'm just going to say you didn't hold left. Even if you did, I'm going to say you didn't.
Let's go into the game, the next game here. All right, Jerryk switches over to the Surrey. I've seen him play this quite a bit. Usually as a singles pick, though. Curious how this will play out here. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out how this plays out. Keith, really solid on the Teska so far. Just most random down sig.
Right on his partner. That's the way we do it.
It was perfect.
Look at that.
Oh, come on. No,
because you ever play against like a gauntlet player that loves to like dash jump ground pound at you, and then you try to like backdash at it, and then the splash hitbox hits you? It's that, but with the power of a sig.
You're talking about like the landing of the okay.
It's like
just
that
a super gauntlet ground pound that hits on both sides.
And on top of that, you get to steer it as you're falling.
Right.
So if you're doing it when you're edge guarding, you don't know if you should dodge away or dodge in, because he might just steer it to the side that you go.
Yeah.
Especially if you slide charge it, it's like he could just do it again.
It's not exactly like the friendliest thing to want to dash jump to space around.
Yeah.
Right? Like you don't dash jump into a body slamming Teska. You just kind of like either stare at it or try to outspace it. And you can get the spacing's hard, especially when the opponent's steering it and that splash goes with it. Tiger goes down, first stock though. Thought on Jerryk. They're about as behind as they've been in games 1 and 2. This has been really solidly in the favor of Keith and Tiger throughout the entirety of this. And that alley-oop does come through, but it's not going to knock out Keith just yet. And Keith, pretty comfortable, being very aggressive with the Teska pick here. Just not going down to that recovery. And Jerryk is taking a lot of damage here. Tiger on the prowl. Let's see what they can do. Side stick does take him down. Or him missing the side stick makes him go down, but who's going next, Flambeau? Is it going to be Jerry or Thotot? Or maybe a surprise. They can do something to the red stick.
Yeah, it's true.
This is
nah, Teska Sig's better take the next one after this. Hold on.
You think so? Slide.
Maybe not.
He was stuck on that platform for a little bit. He was like, I'm just trying to fall through here. Then some downlighting.
That should be enough. No, not quite. Needs one more. He's fishing.
Jerry's taking a ton of damage in this moment too. Thotot's got to do something with this stock. It's one of those risky scenarios where, like, if you focus too much on extending your super damage stock while you're behind and your teammate's on a fresh one, you can just straight up lose the game off of your teammate taking so much damage from having to be the aggressor. And that's sort of what was happening there. Thotot does go down, so Jerryk got a little bit of that pressure relieved, but it is 4 stocks to 2 Flambeau, and it is not looking like the red team is letting up at all.
Yeah, this one's looking like it's going to be a 3-0 and a handshake, especially if things keep continuing to go the way they're going right now. That side sig brings a little bit sign to life, but Tesca.
He threw him right into Tiger, and then Tiger goes in for the unarmed recovery, which is not going to knock out, but it was pretty flashy.
Like, geez, man. The viciousness of that signature. Like, he really bends the whole, like,
yeah, there's a lot of oomph behind that.
Extremely well animated. Just like, you can feel the rubber bandness, right? Like, because it seems like the thought behind it was like, how do we make this feel like a Rey Mysterio 619 without making rope spawn? And I'm like,
that's a good way of putting it, actually. Without literally,
because it has the elasticity.
Without literally doing the WWE game mode, where
right?
You have to rope to the sides. Like, how do we make it feel the exact same way? Jerryk goes down. Thotot. Okay, this is the most 1v2able 1v2 so far in this set. Let's see if Thotot can do it. Side light.
No recovery.
I was hoping they would go there. The platform probably feel weird. And Keith drops the team combo. Side airs his teammate. They're playing a little. Delay recovery. Thotot's going to do it, Flambeau. That downer comes through. Can Tiger clutch it here? And I say clutch it even though he's ahead, because with Thotot's at these 1v2s and he gets that knockout, I'm like, all right.
How does he get to stage?
Oh, but Tiger's so good at dealing side air on the edge. He's just so patient.
I feel for Thotot in that scenario. The amount of times I've been in this exact position. You're one hit away from being KO'd. There is a sword player waiting in the corner. And you're just like, I need to get back onto the stage. How do I do it? You're thinking, do I go low? Do I go from the side? And then they just dash up deep